nice to see you again. Well, we're in the playoffs, and the teams are getting kicked out one by one. And I know what I'm gonna ask. Is the Lakers? Well, we talked about it the last time we saw each other, right? I mean, you told me it would be a miracle if the Lakers won it all. So they're eliminated despite the being the third seed. Your thoughts on that?
Um, well, the number one thing, obviously, for the Lakers was size.
Mm-hmm.
And they got into the playoffs, and the old phrase is it's a big boys game. And Rudy Gobert is a very big fella. And he was a big difference maker. That's basketball.
Yeah.
I don't make big pronouncements about things. Austin Reeves had a badly sprained big toe. Those kinds of things come up. You're either force your way into the playoffs or, events overwhelm you. And the better team won.
Yeah.
Now the Lakers have some nice players, obviously, and you don't know if LeBron will be back. You don't really know what all's going to happen in the off season, but when you have that kind of promising stretch down the springtime of the season, and it looks like you're going to make some noise in the playoff. Well, they call it small ball for a reason, and the Lakers were forced to play small ball. And so maybe they should have gambled on Mark Williams from Charlotte for Dalton Connect, but they looked at that. They looked at him and his physical, and they said, no, this is not, we were deceived, basically, is what they said. So it will certainly have a lot of people's attention. The Lakers are out of the playoffs, but they have an awful lot of people around the globe thinking about what happens next with that team.
Yes, actually, sir, I wrote something for a basketball network because this was about a forensic lip reader. She evaluated the final a video of after that loss to the Lakers when they were eliminated, and she picked up some words like LeBron telling his wife Savannah that she's gutted, it is over. But what's her assessment? I mean, assuming if that is what those words that came out of LeBron's mouth.
Well, I would say he's got big decisions to make. He's a 40-year-old man. He's played better than most 25-year-old men as a 40-year-old man. He has been exceptional in all that he's given the game. The game has rewarded him handsomely. He's an exceptional person, an exceptional human being, not just a basketball player. And so in my mind, he's deserved every right to make whatever decision he has to make. And, he's got 50 some million coming to him if he wants to play again. Now, the 99 and 9/10% of us on the globe would make that decision in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't care if I had to walk up and down the floor to get my 50 million, I would do it. But he is a billionaire. And so when you got better than 1,000 million, what's another 50 million if you're not happy? And I guess he could end up somewhere like Golden State where they could stack up a bunch of golden oldies and try to win it with an old team. But I think what we're seeing across a lot of the NBA, Oakland, Houston,
Cleveland.
Cleveland, but particularly Houston and Oklahoma City, it's a young players game.
Yes, that's true.
And that it has always been that way. Young and athletic. They have to become experienced or have to be just otherworldly smart to get it ahead of their maturation. But young players can accomplish a lot of things. And they can certainly outrun a lot of older players, and that's just more credit to LeBron
Mhm.
for what he's been able to do. But the bottom line on everything I've just said is the better team won. And hats off. I think everybody acknowledged that from Luka to LeBron. The better team won. Hats off to them. Good luck in the next rounds of the playoffs.
Yeah.
The matchups are always big in playoffs, and the Lakers did not match up well, obviously,
Yeah.
with Minnesota and all that size.
Yeah. As you said, it's the younger players are stepping up. And well, the Lakers have those players. They have young players. But on whether these players can match up with the players from other teams is another question.
Yeah, it's all every series is different.
Mhm.
And NBA coaches, I remember Tex Winter and Phil Jackson studying matchups. You play 82 games in a season, you think you know it all. But the whole thing resets for the playoffs, and you really have to study the matchups because that changes things over a 7-game series. A matchup can emerge that is an advantage, and you can exploit it, and teams a lot of times can't adjust to it. And basically that's what happened to the Lakers. They could, and I think JJ Redick, we're from the same small city in Virginia, Roanoke.
Mhm.
In fact, in the years when I was AAU coaching, I would coach his younger sister here and there in a game. She was never on a team I coached, except for an occasional game. But I would say that JJ learned a whole lot this season. He's going to be a good coach. But, he was trying to make this thing work, and he made a good run of it. He got him a good playoff advantage. They might have been better off at the 4th seed
Mhm.
where they didn't have to go up against the Timberwolves. But that doesn't matter. At some point, they probably would have had to meet them.
Yeah. But you mentioned JJ Redick. There was this game where he played the five players the whole second half. What's your assessment on that? What was going on in his mind in that game?
He realized he was in a tough matchup situation,
Mhm.
and he gambled that he might be able to eke out a win with that unusual thing, playing everybody. Now, once the playoffs come, NBA players play long minutes.
Mhm.
It's not like there is substitution, and some coaches have different philosophies, but they made a decision to do that, and it didn't work.
Luka Doncic, is it worth keeping him, or do you think he'll
Oh,
stay?
yes, yes. Luka's a great player. Everybody learns lessons. And, I don't care who you are. You get into things there, the game, you see that all the time in Philippine basketball. The
Mhm.
game is the game. It teaches every season, and every team is different. But Luka is a centerpiece, and it was most unusual circumstances. It's almost like the politics in America these days. Propaganda drives everything. And as soon as Nico Harrison, the GM of the Mavericks, traded Luka, he started the propaganda and he recruited certain media people to repeat, and he didn't stop. He just kept it up. I've never seen that. I've been doing this
Mhm.
40 years. I've never seen a team trade somebody and then set out to really bash him to protect themselves from having traded him. You make your trade and you shut your mouth. I'm old school about that. He
Mhm.
shouldn't have been running his mouth. He's made those fans angry. I'd have fired his butt long ago, but that's me.
I don't know if you're gonna agree. Is it time to move on to LeBron and start the Luca era?
I don't think you move on from LeBron. I think LeBron will make his decision. He is one of the ultimate all-time players, if not the ultimate all-time player. In
Yes.
some ways he is, in other ways he isn't. But LeBron is a great, great figure in American basketball, in global basketball.
Mhm.
And he has shown that he's very capable of laying his heart on the line for an entire season. He is remarkable beyond remarkable. So that's his call. And no, you don't move on from that. Now he may move on and try it somewhere else. I think it's up to them to talk that out and to see what's in everybody's best interest. And I have no idea what they'll do.
So it all depends on what LeBron does.
Yes, I think that'll be the first order of business. You know, it will. I think it would be a blow to the Lakers not to have him back, a huge blow. A blow to LeBron, I mean, a blow to Luka, a blow to all the guys on that team. They've got to get some size. I mean, he can't go into battle with a pea shooter when everybody else has got cannons. And you can't expect LeBron to have to play all those front court minutes. The fact that he was that age having to play as much as he did down low and the things he did, that's even more remarkable.